and get ready whenever.
Okay, do you think that bullies know think that they're actually bullying?
Yeah, because when they're not doing it by an accident, they know that they're gonna bully, and they're just gonna want to bully just to get popular. Um, what do you think? Like, is bullying good or bad?
I think bullying is bad because it could actually lead a person that's getting bullied to death. Yeah. Do you think it was right for Jack Will to punch Julian?
Well, I kind of see where Jack is coming from. Like, he was mad at Julian for, like, talking about, August, like, in book Julian, he's like, oh, I can help you, like, you don't have to be partners with that freak, and then Jack gets mad, which I understand, because August is his friend, because in the book, it says, like, in one of the chapters, he's like, if all the 5th grade boys were lined up against one wall, and then August was on another wall, I would go on the wall with August.
I agree with because he was because Jack Will, Julian didn't have to say what he said about August and like how he bullied him and all that. So yeah, that's
why. How does bullying affect, like, each person individually?
It affects them by scaring them, so they'll have more fear against the bully, so they won't stand up or fight back.
And how do you feel for bullying?
I think it's wrong, but I think we have to look at why there's bullying, because there's many reasons why. It could be either you're neglected or you're abused or you just like these are examples from what's it called, Why Do Kids Bully? And there's also one more, it's really weird, like for creating excitement, and I think that's just really wrong, and I like somebody's opinion on this.
I actually agree with him, because, like, the bullies, they don't just bully for fun. Well, some do, but, like, there's usually a reason behind it. Like, in the Why Do Kids Bully, a quote is, like, the parents, they could, like, example bullying behavior. And, like, if it's a 5-year-old kid, they're obviously going to copy their parents, because it's their parents and they look up to them.
I totally agree with you, and there's an exact example in the book Wonder, because Julian, he's like, he's really a bully because his parents are one. So, for example, Mrs. Albans, she thinks that Augie shouldn't go to school because it's not what's it called, an inclusion school, because he's deformed, but that doesn't expect anything, that like his academic life doesn't expect anything. And then Julian sees this and he copies it, and that's why he's like that, because his parents encourage aggression, or in some way.
Yeah, especially because, like, in the book, she photoshopped his face out of the picture.
I think that bullies bully because probably they got bullied before, and they're still like mad about it, so they like bully other people as well.
How do you think we can have a, like, positive effect on, like, getting rid of bullying?
We could have like the other groups that we could have, like the bullies go to like this home, like where they get taught by like how not to bully, and we could probably like have like in school have like a classroom where kids, like the people who bully in one class, and like the different people in another.
What would you do if you saw someone getting bullied?
I will tell him to step away from the person he's bullying, and then tell the teacher or the principal.
How would you stop bullying?
Um, I don't think you could do that, but I'll try to stop bullying by like whenever I see bullying happening, I'll like stand up for the victim and I'll tell the bully not to bully him no more.
Why do you think that bullying's not like any way like can't do that? You can't stop bullying. Why do you think that?
Because there's bullies all around the world and like not like in the job, but like all around the world. It won't like one day. Now what do you think?
About what?
Like, how can you stop bullying?
Well, like you said, there could be like a separate classroom or whatever, and I don't know, like maybe you could send the bullies to like a reform school, I guess.
I think that's called therapy.
The therapy, yeah, that works
Yeah,
too.
like for a certain type of people, like for those who like to create excitement because they want to bully, to create excitement, yeah, because that's therapy. They need therapy. That's not good. I mean, Julian probably does it for the same thing, right? I mean,
drama.
Drama somehow. Well, also his mom she somehow has a positive attitude to aggression. I think Julian, that's probably why he doesn't like at the end of the book. Yeah, he doesn't go to school anymore because his mom just doesn't like how this school is not like just one person thing.
Do you think that that it was good that Julian was talking junk about August?
No, I do not think that that's good, because if he did that and Jack didn't like stop him somehow, there could have been like bad things that happened to August, like suicidal thoughts and all that.
Okay.
What would you do to stop bullying?
If I like ever saw like bullying happening, I would probably tell the bully to stop and like stay away from the victim that's getting bullied.
I agree with it because in Wonder it says the book Wonder says how the kids were making fun of August in the playground and the lady screamed at them and said stop. Like, yeah.
In the chapter The Bleeding Scream, why do you think that Jack, he's like telling Julian that he like doesn't like August, and like if he was him he'd like kill himself and stuff like that? Why do you think that he would say that?
Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that?
Yeah. Why do you think that Jack was like pretending not to like August and saying that if like he looked like August he would kill himself and stuff like that?
Probably because at that point he probably didn't like August, cause like probably, and he probably said that cause he didn't like his face.
I disagree with that because Jack before this even happened, Jack always liked August. He said that if all the boys in the 5th grade were lined up, he would pick August to be his best friend, and that was before Halloween. Well, it was somewhere after Halloween, but still, I mean, it takes some time to like say things like that, especially to a kid who looks like him.
I actually agree. I think he said it because, like, I guess he's, like, friends with Julian. Not really, but kind of, I guess. I feel like, he's still, like, he was, like, pretending not to like August because, like, if Julian like saw he was actually like August and like actually liked him, then like Julian would like start spreading rumors. So like basically, I think that Julian was saying that so I mean Jack was saying that so that Julian wouldn't bully Jack like he was bullying August.
How would you feel if you were getting bullied?
Well, I would just feel very sad and I wouldn't really know what to do with myself. But once it really gets out of hand, because I like to give them like chances to like stop. Once it gets out of hand, I would either tell my parents, or teacher, or principals, or anyone that could deal with the situation.
Um, um, if if you were like Summer, would you like when you see a kid get bullied like in the lunchroom or anything, would you go sit down with them and eat lunch with them?
Repeat the question.
Or like, say you know how Summer went to August's table and ate lunch with him. Would you do the same thing if you saw anybody get bullied?
Yes, because sometimes if they're all alone and they're scared, it may cause them to do suicidal things like kill themselves, jump off a roof. And then I will say that they won't do that.
Do you wanna go? You can go. Okay. The question is, do you think Julian is like apologetic about his actions? Because I do, because like at the very end of the book where like it shows everybody's precept, it's like Julian's precept was sometimes it's good to start over. So I'm guessing that like he's sorry about what he did and he wants to start over and be friends with August.
This for anybody, like, what consequences should the bullies have for bullying the kids? For anybody.
I believe the consequences the bully should have was, like, as you were saying, like going to a specific like kind of school, especially just made for people that bully and all that.
I think it depends on the person. So all bullies are bullies, right? But sometimes there's reasons why they bully. I said that there's some of them could be abused and neglected, and there's some ways that you shouldn't like reprimand them or in some form. So it's like you can take them to classes where you can like tell them how you feel and what happened, why you're bullying, and sometimes if you just create excitement, again, therapy. Excitement is therapy. You have to go there. So.
Why do you think some kids get bullied while others do not?
I think that the boys are trying to like pin on all the weaker kids and all that just to do it, just because they're angry and they know if they know the people that are in the higher ranks, they would defend back, and the people that are in the lower ranks, like the weaker kids, they wouldn't do anything.
I kind of disagree because
Why do you think some kids get bullied while others do not?
I kind of disagree because some kids could get bullied because how they look and how they act, and other kids could like cause you know how bullies want to get popular, and some kids are popular, so they might want to be with those type of kids instead of the ones that don't have the looks and all that.
But I also don't agree with you, because even though the boys have like a certain reason, just because the way they look, even the way they look, they still might be people in the lower ranks, but they also might be in the higher ranks.
Okay. I don't really have an answer for the question, but I guess I have an example, but it's not really an example. Because, like, Summer, she was, like, friends with August, and no one was really bullying her. They were just like, oh my god, is you really doing that? But they weren't really bullying her. They were just like, I can't believe what you're doing, blah, 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 blah. But August was getting bullied, so. And Jack was getting bullied, too, so I don't know.
I think it depends. So Summer, it's a really nice girl, and it's girls are kind of like girl power, yeah, and that's that thing. So, I think if like it doesn't have to do with anything, like I think it has to do something with gender. So, like gender discrimination. Well, not this. I wouldn't say that, but like sometimes there's people who think that girls are just nicer, and you just think that I think I should be nice to her because she's a girl and stuff. And yeah.
Oh, I kind of agree because it might be because how they, like, if there's a girl and a boy, like, I think it would be because of that. Since girls don't get bullied a lot, and boys, like, get bullied most of the time, and they get bullied more than girls usually do.
I agree with that. There's people out there. It's like there's this question, or like I think there's this question in the summer homework where it said, how do you think society sees men? And I thought that they see them as these leaders, and I disagree with that because sometimes men aren't so much of a leader, and some people see them as equal to women. And don't look at me like that. There's boys out there who see other people like victimize other kids because they're puny or they're weak and stuff, and that's not okay.
I have for the bullying part, Jack actually stood up to bullying because Julian was bullying August, and then he pushed him in the mouth. So, yeah.
Okay. Who put the check?
Huh?
Do you think society, parents, and school administrators take bullying seriously? Who did that, please? Do you think society, parents, and school administrators take bullying seriously?
I guess it like depends, cause in the article, why do kids bully? It's like some schools address bullying a lot. That's why there's like not as much. That's why bullying isn't that much of a problem in that school. But in like schools where bullying isn't addressed as much, like bullying is a bigger problem.
And I found this in Why Do Kids Bully? And one of the key points in the text are parents have part in this bullying problem too, because like bad parents have a part in this bullying problem because they allow it sometimes.
Do you think that if Summer didn't sit with August at the table, that August would still be the same person that he is right now?
No, because he might have been sad and have no friends, maybe commit suicide, like change his personality.
I have a question for everyone. How do you think, like, well, I guess it's like a two-part question. How do you think the bully feels like when they're in power and like they can do whatever they want and like they know the victim's not gonna tell? And how do you think the victim feels like about being bullied?
I think they feel like really bad, and I think because bully, I think they've been bullied before, and like feel bad, and they try to get to people to like them or try to get as popular as possible.
I think that bullies feel like they're not going to get in trouble because the victim would be scared and they wouldn't know what to do.
I think that the bullies feel like they're powerful and like they're the boss of everyone.
Question.
Oh, wait. So a question like about like how bully feels? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So I think the bully feels like, okay, I'm in power. I can do whatever I want. But it's somewhere in there he's probably feeling, he or she is probably feeling really bad, but he just doesn't want to show it because, again, power. People like that. And I think that the victim is he or she is just like really sad and depressed. They want to find a way to change them so they can be kind of like not victimized again. So yeah.
I feel like bullies are only doing it bullying other victims because of their weakness, and they think that they could have more friends, popularity, and then he might feel sad for the victim he bullied, and then might lose his friends for a sacrifice to talk to the victim that he bullied.
This is a question for Denver. If you know when August lost his hearing aids, would you if you were like Jack, Will, or like Summer or anybody, would you have went back and helped him find his hearing aids?
Since I have actually been in that kind of situation, actually I've been bullied like for 5 years actually, I would actually say yes. Because for one, it's the right thing to do. 2, ignore the bully. And 3, tell the teacher. I would. Because also, he can't like hear, so if like he asks like what the question was again, he like could get in trouble, or if he's like not doing anything, the teacher won't know he lost his hearing aids because he can't hear anything. So I would say yes, I would help him find them. I actually have a question for everyone. What do you think about the bullying about the bullying between Jack? What do you think of the bullying of Jack and August, like together?
What do you mean
Because-
by that?
Yeah. Like,
Do you mean the letters?
They're both like getting bullied by like, because Julian like started bullying August, and because August kept getting bullied, and then after like Jack punched Julian in the mouth, now he's getting bullied by all his friends and Jack and Julian and all that. So
like why he did it.
yeah, why do you think like yeah? That's what I meant.
I guess I think Julian was bullying both of them because, like, at first he thought Jack was his friend, and then he hated August too. So he's like, "Oh yeah, we're best buds," and then he like punched him in the mouth for talking like badly about
It made him bleed.
August, and
So I do agree with you because yeah, obviously he just hates August for how he looks like. I think that Julian is just spoiled and he thinks that everything is his and that everything revolves around him, kind of like the galaxy that kind of galaxy that we explained. But August is more of like attention seeker. He doesn't want to seek attention, but it's his face. So if he thinks that like sometimes sometimes there's like stories like about how the one that's the most unexpected always gets it. So yeah.
I actually have a comment for my own question. also, like, Julian, like, he feels like he's on top of the world and the world revolves around him. Because, one, he has a mom that could basically, like, make any kid that's bullying him get expelled. Because, one, she's the leader of the, she's, like, the vice president of the school district. And it says it in the book. Or, like, school board or district, one of the two. And that she wants to send August to, like, a special needs school when it's really not her business. When she should really be concerning about, like, Julian, like, getting, like, trying to get what he wants and, like, starting a, like, fight or, like, a miniature war in school between between Jack and Julian. Okay, I'm just gonna put my thing back because I'm done asking questions. I'm just gonna be done asking questions.
This is for when the kid said, oof, like when he saw August's face, or what would you have done?
Yeah, repeat it. I didn't understand.
Like, you know how something carve, the kid said oof to August when he saw his face.
Oh, like the seventh grade?
Yeah. What would you have done?
If I was seventh grade or
Just what would you?
Oh, so like, I guess I would have like defended him. Like, if I was there, I would have defended him because like, you never know like what happened, or you can't just like go around doing that like to people you barely know too. So it's like really unfair.
We're gonna have to stop right there.